Hi, I'm meteorologist Marshall McPeak, and let's talk about some storms that are on the way for tomorrow. This is going to be, looks like it might be a bit of an adventure. It's a while since we've had an enhanced risk here in central Ohio. So this is likely to be an afternoon and evening event that we are going to have to keep some pretty close tabs on. Right now, it is quiet, it is beautiful, it is a gorgeous night. We have had mostly sunny skies for a lot of the day today. Temperatures climbed into the upper 70s. We even saw some places climbing into the mid 80s. So just a really fantastic afternoon. Now tonight, because we're already warm, we're only going to drop into the lower 60s. So that's where we're going to start tomorrow. So that's already way above average for this time of the year, which means tomorrow we start from there and we warm up, which means there will be lots of energy in the atmosphere, and tomorrow becomes an alert day. The timing on this one looks to be between about 2 and 9, because it'll take a while for it to make its way across most of the viewing area. Damaging winds, large hail, isolated tornadoes, all of these things are going to be possible. So make sure you've got a way to get watches and warnings. So we will try to do some updates here on Facebook and YouTube and make sure that some of those things are happening. But also, if you've got the Ohio Weather app or, heaven forbid, another app, make sure that it's set up to get watches and warnings for your area, because you may need that tomorrow as these storms begin to move through. Other quick suggestion, and I know this sounds kind of, but make sure you know where to find yourself on a map. You probably do. You'd be surprised how many of your neighbors don't. And that's really important in a situation like this, because as those watches and warnings come out, you need to know whether it affects your area. So it's important to be able to know where you are on that map. I posted on my own Facebook page an actual map of Ohio with all of the counties. So if you're not sure, just take a look at that and sort of brush up on what's close to you, what's around you, so especially what's to your west, so that if you hear that there's something to the county to your west, make sure that you're prepared for that to move into your area. Tonight looks fine. We're going to have no issues. In fact, tomorrow morning should start very quietly, and we will end up with a very humid beginning to the day. It's going to feel like a summer day tomorrow. Morning could have a quick passing sprinkle, but that's going to be about it. The thicker the clouds get, the better that's going to be for us, and the earlier that happens, the better. So here's the situation. Right there, you see a little band of storms come through at about 2, 3, 4 o'clock. That's the beginning, but that's not the line that we're worried about. What's going to happen is it's the next line that gets here closer to 6 and 7 o'clock. So here's 6 o'clock in the evening, and you see what's coming into western Ohio. Those are the ones that we're going to have to keep an eye on. This is along the actual cold front. So right out here is where the cold front is, and that cold front is what's really going to give these a boost, so that by 7 o'clock, 6 and 7 o'clock, it's getting into the Columbus metro area, and that's when these have the potential to use that heat of the day to become pretty strong. Now, these have some upper level support too, so this is not just pure convection. Where the jet stream is, it's able to pull some of that air up as well. So that means it gives these storms a little extra boost. That's another reason why these could be strong to severe. By 8 o'clock, still rolling through the metro and eastern Ohio. By 8:30, 10 o'clock, a lot of it's finished. So this is going to be a late afternoon and into mid-evening event for us. And once that's done, then things start to quiet down for a few hours till we get another round of non-severe storms on Wednesday. So here we are. This is what we're looking at. This includes Columbus down to Washington Courthouse. The entire state has at least a chance for some scattered severe storms. But you see the area in red here. So that includes, here's Columbus. So down into Fayette County is Washington Courthouse, up into Madison and Union counties, all the way up into Akron, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Erie. All of this area has the potential for strong to severe storms that could be numerous. So that means we're going to be tracking these a lot as they come through. What are the threats? This looks like the biggest threat really is going to be the potential for some damaging winds. As this line comes through, it can really push the air ahead of it. So as fast as the storms themselves are moving, the wind coming out in front of them can move even faster. So that's when you've got the potential for some of that damage. So damaging wind gusts are possible with this. We could get some large hail. We have the mechanisms with this one that pull up the air, and with a good updraft, then you can create some pretty good hail. So that's a possibility with some of these storms. Tornadoes look limited, but not impossible. So there's a small chance, but, so you're telling me there's a chance? Yes, there is. And so as long as that chance is non-zero, that's why we're going to really keep an update, keep a watch on these during the afternoon. So damaging wind and hail are the big things, but the potential for tornadoes is also out there with these storms. The rainfall totals don't look all that impressive. You're looking at, in most cases, less than 1/10 of an inch. I mean, so flooding probably not a big deal. But if you get a good downpour, you might have a few minutes where things are a little uncomfortable. So flooding is not our big concern with this. Not impossible, but it's going to be a really low chance. And then once we get past this on Tuesday, the storms that we get on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yeah, that's the forecast, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, are less likely to be severe. So Tuesday is going to be our big day this week. That's the one we're really going to have to keep an eye on. After we get to Wednesday, most of this looks like it's going to end up being just some general thunderstorms. So tonight looks great. We're good. 62, partly cloudy, no issues. Then for the day tomorrow, this is the one you watch. It's partly cloudy to cloudy, warm, windy, feels like a summer day. 83 in the afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms popping up that are likely to at least have the ingredients to become strong to severe. And then another chance for storms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The temperatures are on a complete roller coaster. They're 10 degrees different each day. It's just kind of, well, it's that time of year, right? So that's why we're going to watch those. By the time we get to the weekend, it all looks good. We're quiet again. We get some high pressure. And at this point, it looks like we may have high pressure well into next week. So fingers crossed that it actually pans out that way. But that's what it looks like at the moment. So tomorrow, we're going to be watching these closely. You're going to be watching these closely. We're all going to be weather aware. If there are watches and warnings, we will try to get those pushed out for you online and on TV so you can keep an eye on those. But importantly, make sure you have a way to get those watches and warnings, whether it's on your phone. A weather radio is always a good choice. You can program that for your specific county. And that way you know when these things begin to move through. Quick thing on just a reminder. Watches and warnings. So a watch means that the conditions are favorable and it's all possible. A warning means it's happening right now. Take action. Go to your safe space, right? So that's the difference between watch and warning. Watch means we're watching for it. Warning means hunker down, here it comes. Usually when there's a warning, it means that we've either seen something on radar or that it's actually been spotted in person. Beth, we just went through 5 minutes of that, so hang out, watch a little more of the video, and you'll probably be able to see it. So this is going to end up being a challenging afternoon. But we got this. We've been through this before. We know how this works, right? You've got your severe weather plan, and you are ready to go if you need to put your plan into action. So we will see you on the air tonight. We'll review some more of this on Fox 28 News at 10 and ABC 6 News at 11. And we will be ready and staffed tomorrow to get it all going. We will see you then. Have a good night. Be safe tomorrow. Have a good night. Be safe tomorrow. Good night. Be safe tomorrow.